Okay, so we are going to build this screen sharing application, and for this screen sharing application, we need two entities. One is the client, and one is the server. So the client is the one which will stream the screen, and the server will host it, and we can see the screen on the server side. And as we are doing this experiment on the same computer, uh, in this case we are the server and we are the client. uh, so let's just start building this application. Okay, so we'll start by okay so we'll start by importing a library. So the library name is vidstream. So for installing it, just need to go to a terminal and start typing pip install vidstream. So when you hit enter, it will be installed in your PC. As I have already installed it, there is no need for me to install it again. So after installing this library, so you will go and start from uh, feed stream import streaming server. Okay, so the streaming server from the bitstream library will enable us uh, our computer to being a server, and it will host the streaming, of course. And we need to use the threading library. So library will help us to use multi-threading. And yeah, so the server is hosting. So we'll define a uh, receiver object, which will be a, an object of streaming server. uh, so here we will give the parameters host. Okay, so the host will be this computer's private IP address. uh, yeah, so for finding the private IP address of a computer, just go to your terminal and type if config, and you will get your private IP address right here. Yeah, it's next to inet. So you'll copy it, paste it. Okay, and then there is this port. Port is you can specify anything. I'll just specify 999. Let's say 9500. And there are other parameters. Let's just keep it in that way for now. So we will start the server. So for starting the server, we'll use threading. So what threading will do, it will wrap this start server method for us, and it will start in its way. So we'll be um, defining this receiver dot start server as target. uh, right, t dot start, it will start the server. Okay, and we will specify when to stop the server. So while input is uh, not equals to stop, we will run the server, and till the input is not typed as stop, we will run the server. And when the user writes stuff, we will call the stop server method of this streaming server. It will kill the server, right? And uh, and this is everything like we need to do for creating a streaming server. So it will host the streaming. Okay, and this streaming server is taking this parameter of host. And if you are hosting it in a public IP address, like if you are hosting it in a public website, so you need to provide the IP address accordingly. Uh, okay, so let's move to client. Okay, for the client, uh, the code is pretty much the same. No need to like uh, uh, dig on it a bit. So so it was like we need to call the client object instead of the streaming server object. So from bitstream we will import the screen share client, and as usual we'll import the trading. We'll import the trading, and here the object will be from screen share client, and the host and the IP will be same because the client and the server is in the same network, so we can access the private IP address of the server. But generally, if the client and server are a different person, which is generally the case, you need to enter here the public IP address of the server so that you can connect to the server, and the private IP address of the server will not be useful there because the client and server will be in a different network unless they are connected by a virtual private network. Okay, so the IP address was I'll just copy it from here. I'll just copy the entire thing from here and paste it here. And so here I'll just copy it from here and I will paste it here. Okay, so instead of the receiver it will be sender, and instead of the start server it will be start stream because it is streaming. Okay, and here also it will be sender, and instead of the stop server it will be stop stream because it will stop the stream for us. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. So let's see like what is this thing is doing. So we'll run it, and yeah, so to run it we will open the terminal and just drag it a bit so that it will be visible. So yes, so first we will start the server. So I will write python server.py. Okay, the server is started. Let's just add another terminal and let's just start the client, python client.py. Okay, so yeah, so we can see that it is streaming now, like as we are using the same computer for streaming and showing. So it is showing like this, and this is another monitor, so that is showing, and you can see that the IP address is here of the um, system. The server's IP address is here, and we can see all these things. So this is string, so I can stop the client and server. So I can just go and like write stop, it will be stopped, and I can just go to the client and write stop, it will be stop. Okay, so as you can see, like the streaming server is now gone, and you can restart it whenever you like. So for trying it on different computer, make sure that those two computers should be inside a VPN, or you can ensure that the computer you can ensure that here the client is like accessing this public IP address of the host. In that way you can send stream to the server, and the server will host it. Otherwise the stream will not be propagated, and it will be like the error will be that connection refused, because you don't like you're not authorized to give a connection to that connect like endpoint. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, I'll give the code, and I will write the method, all these things in the description. Do check it out, and if you like the idea, do give a thumbs up in the video, and yeah, if any suggestion or any improvement you need, uh, you can suggest it in the comment section. And yeah, thank you. Bye.